Chapter, Fairer. The wooden streets of Austraeoh had cleared by the time Goldplate unloaded the last of several metal poles. He hoofed the stalks towards a group of neighborhood guard ponies who trotted towards the far corners of the suspended village with the items in their grasp. At marked places, the winter gators erected the poles and planted glowing unicorn crystal on top. A dim silver glow bathed the fringes of the place. Slowly, the fog that had for so long seeped down the sides of the mountains began to clear, retreating from the burning mana of the delivered rocks that had been freshly raised. A brief cheer echoed among the ponies within sight of the much-awaited clearing. After sharing several proud, victorious glances, the guards of Austraeoh began their nightly patrol. Clad in leather cloaks with polearms fastened to their sides, they marched determinedly about the edges of the miners' high-altitude home. Goldplate exhaled long and hard. Under the scattering bands of fog-laden moonlight, he dropped down from the delivery wagon and began tying shut the canvas bags that had carried the enchanted crystals to the caravan's home. No sooner had he started doing this when a shrieking blue comet fell from the sky, slamming offensively into an alleyway full of loose barrels and garbage crates. Yay, Goldplate twitched and glanced aside. There was a loud clatter of hoofsteps as half a dozen guard ponies rushed over, brandishing their polearms in fright. What is it? The creatures? Are we being attacked? Ngugh, dang it, oh Celestia's mane, I'm alright. Oof. Rainbow Dash clumsily pulled her reeling, bruised body out of the alleyway. She stood, fuming, brushing flakes of wood and debris off her limbs. Friggin' city of wood, I swear. Don't you guys, ever stop and think if it's worth all the splinters? The ponies all relaxed with a sigh. They chuckled, then smirked in the traveler's direction. You okay, equestrian? You look a little loopy-eyed. Hey. I'm cool, duh. Rainbow Dash tripped over a barrel, winced, and slumped herself up against a wall of varnished oak. Just having an argument with gravity. Isaac Naden's overhopped, if you ask me. The guard ponies marched off, laughing amongst themselves. Ha 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 ha. What a quack. Who would have thought Pegasi were so ditzy? Rainbow Dash rolled her eyes. She was about to burn them with a comeback when. Hey. Her dizziness saved all of your older brother's sorry flanks. Goldplate barked. So would it kill you to be a little bit grateful? Depends. Would it kill her to do a barrel roll? Ha! Whoever heard of a dizzy flying pony? As they left, Goldplate sighed, hanging his head. Yeah, no. Rainbow Dash stealthily swallowed back a gulp of rising bile and maintained composure enough to smile. I always figured that earth ponies were full of it. But I didn't know that some of them have it for breakfast in the morning. Heh. I'm sorry. Rainbow Dash squinted. The heck are you sorry for? You're not the one who fell off the jerk train tonight. They wouldn't have continued poking fun at you if I didn't say anything, Goldplate mumbled, digging his hoof into the street. I have that sort of a reputation around here. I don't get it, but whatever. Thanks for sticking up to me, for what it's worth. You're lousy at expressing gratitude. Yeah, well, you're lousy at accepting it. Guess that makes us even. Goldplate wandered over. Reaching into his vest, he produced a canteen of water and hoofed it to Rainbow. Here. It'll make you feel better. Rainbow Dash eagerly took the container. And what makes you think I feel anything but awesome right now? Were you purposefully aiming for the alleyway or did it just jump out at you? Hey. I've flown into tons of towns before. It's a hobby of mine. At least half of them were a lot bouncier than this one. What the heck kind of trees do you earth ponies chop to make this thing? Iron birch? Hee, Goldplate giggled. Maybe the ponies were right. Maybe you are ditzy. He glanced aside and ran a hoof through his short blonde mane. We could sure use whatever you grew off of in this kind of a place. Is that so? Rainbow Dash gazed sideways at him. She slowly unscrewed the canteen. Maybe then you wouldn't be doing double duty. Huh? Last time I checked, every pony who is in full trot's caravan has gone inside their homes to hang out with their families. Every pony but you. Huh? Didn't you say you had friends in this place? Rainbow Dash remarked, raising the canteen to her lips. Surely there's some pony you miss, some pony you'd like to hang out with. Goldplate took a deep breath, gazing solemnly at the wooden panels beneath them. I'm fine. Besides, I like it when I'm doing work. I like it even better than sleeping. That's kind of weird, don't you think? What's the matter to you? Goldplate's voice cracked as he glared back at her. Rainbow Dash blinked, shrugged, and sipped from the canteen. After a liberal gulp, she exhaled and said, I just don't like seeing lonely ponies. Why? Because it makes me think of how sad it is, Rainbow Dash murmured, that a sane stallion or mare would go through life doing stuff that they hate, trying to make themselves think otherwise. Goldplate gulped and reached back for his canteen. You presume too much. If you insist, Rainbow Dash hoofed the canteen back, but at a low angle that forced Goldplate to catch her sharp gaze. So when are you going to tell me your name? Goldplate blinked at her. Huh? Your name? You already know it. Goldplate stammered, nervously taking the container from Rainbow Dash while clearing his throat. It's Goldplate. No, I mean your real name. Rainbow Dash's ruby eyes were stabbing. Goldplate avoided the look yet again. You're nuttier than you think, traveler. You know that? I know a lot of things, but that's not the point. Rainbow Dash spoke, you may be able to fool a wagon load of dense, marble-headed stallions, but you can't fool me. You and this tough-as-nails routine comes across as cheesy, especially when all you do is let these creeps walk all over you. So are you gonna tell me or what? Goldplate's face fell. The pony's eyes closed sadly. Upon the next breath, the winter gator's body deflated with a relaxed exhale, and the voice that came out was decidedly higher than Rainbow Dash had ever heard it before. Gold Petals, she muttered. My name is Gold Petals.